Hello, everyone. How are we doing? Happy Christmas, Merry New Year. We have a load of people in already. Kenny's in. Hello, everyone. Andrew, Happy New Year, everyone. Nick, good evening, guys. Kenny, Happy New Year too. The guy on the left of the thumbnail looks a lot like Jake Brown. Happy New Year, Stan. Happy New Year to you. Hey, all, hi all, Stan. David, is he here yet? Been a few days. Yeah, it has been a few days. Here, chat. 1 minute. Did you all go to Kenny? Did no go Kenny? I had a contract out on him. No, no one's gotten Kenny yet. Kenny's still there. Uh, hey, I will already 25 miles. I think you sound a bit like Jeff. Jeff, you had a right old conversation before I arrived, lads. How we all doing? Gabby, how are you? Um, I hope you're all still here anyway, lads. I'm still eating my dinner as well at the same time, so please forgive me. We're having sweet corn and chicken burgers. So, did everyone have a good year and a good Christmas? We've lots to try and discuss and talk about in the live stream. Live stream is only going to be about an hour this evening. It'll be about finishing about 9 o'clock due to family commitments and the usual. Uh, well, big man, good to see you. Thanks, Paddy. How are you? Paddy McCarthy. Why does that name sound familiar, Paddy McCarthy? So how we all doing anyway, lads? Is everyone here? Will we do a roll call? Who we're missing? Who isn't here yet? Um, I hope Santi was good to you all. Dave, how are you? I hope Santi was good to you all, and he was very kind to you. Um, excuse me. Oh, good buddy. Thank you very much. Just finished some steak and chips. Food is fuel. Yes, exactly. Food is fuel. You do need to get it into you when you possibly can. At least the fella is here. I am here. I'm here, David. So, I have had a few guys onto me. World War Two militaria. The winner of the 500 subs giveaway. We're nearly at. We're over 500 and something now at this stage, or 700 and something at this stage. Evening, Jake. How are you? He won the 500 subs. I have his package sent before Christmas, way before Christmas, and he still hasn't got it yet. And I know Living History UK is sending stuff from England this way, and I still haven't received it yet. So the post between Ireland and England at the minute is up and down. There is a gift in the post for Andrew to say thanks for a few bits and pieces. There is a gift for Stan in the post to say thanks for a few bits and pieces. There is a housewarming / Christmas present and stuff in the post for Simon Moore from Rifleman Moore. Um, and I have one or two other. Dave, I think I asked for his address as well, so I could send him some bits and bobs as well. Where have we gone? Good evening, everyone. World War Two bricks. Hello, how are you? I got a DDR flag, an East German federal flag. That's very nice, Kenny. Are you getting into the I was going to say the American Civil War, but the Cold War as well now, Kenny. I didn't think you were doing the Cold War as well. I have taken a drink. Dave is taking a drink. Dave's on the DDRT. Jake, evening, Jake. How are you? World War Two can manage to get most of the RAF firefighting crash kit I needed now. Just hopefully getting the boots soon, and also the plexiglass, plexiglass glove. Okay, that's very cool. Kenny Rebel, a real DDR flag. Oh, Stan is on the prowl. 27728 on my screen. Oh, okay, so we're up around there, so that's very good. Where have we gone? I'm receiving heavy delays also. I am 10 plus items delayed from the UK to Europe. Oh, so it's not just Ireland, so that's not too bad. David Brown, good Rifleman Moore. Yeah, Rifleman Moore is a good guy. Simon Moore, he's a nice chap. We've been in contact on and off with Simon. Oh, 2 years now. Simon actually was a massive help when I was starting up the channel. Him and Jake actually, Jake Brown and Simon. I look for those two guys for an awful lot of information, and I still do to this day. But they were the two guys that really helped me out a lot when I was starting up the channel. The mail has been hammered the last week. Busier than Christmas rush for some reason. I'm a postie. Oh well, Andrew. Well, you can probably find your own box then in the sorting post, or the sorting office. There's a box on the way to you. My Pencil Grenadier loadout is Cold War 80s era. Oh, okay, very good, Kenny. Thanks very much. Kenny, we need to talk if you are embracing the Republic. Yes, Dave is a fantastic chap to get involved with. Uh, the Cold War side. Dave has helped me out massively. Um, not just with Cold War stuff, with World War Two items as well. And he's a fountain of knowledge. Fountain of knowledge. No Stan Repo, my boy's not. Okay. I sent. Yeah, you did, Jake. Actually, I do have your address. I do have your address. I do have one or two little bits that I need to package up to send on to you as well. Actually, I've recently started getting into German World War One. I'm gotten a few military pass and soul books, deck cards, medals, etc. I also have a butcher bayonet on the way too. Very cool World War bricks. Um, I initially my passion into reenacting anyway, definitely, and living historian, I suppose you could call it, was World War One. I do know I have a lot of information. I need to start doing more World War One videos. Maybe you'd like that. Um, but I do need to start doing more of that type of stuff. Uh, I have. Sure. Oh, can you play Airsoft as a Warsaw pack? That's cool. Kenny Rebel, a couple of small flags are real, but my bigger ones are all repo. Okay, cool. Defo Dave, Kenny, you, Moxon, or Factarn with the BW. I'm a moleskin actually. All my East German stuff, or sorry, West German is moleskin. I've no Flectarn actually. I like those mini ones you have. Kenny Rebels moleskin. Ask himself for my contact. Yeah, if you want, I have Dave's details. I can send them on to you. If not, tough. Picked up a bundle of World War Two Sweetheart Brooch. Oh, that's very nice. I actually got some uh, World War Two stuff. This was my Christmas present from Stan. Thank you, Stan. There is a video of this coming up, so I'm not going to go too much into detail. It is a Bulgaria M36C. See, I remember that, Stan. And I wasn't looking at the tag on the inside actually, but it is the helmet is original, but the liner is post-war. But it doesn't matter because it fits me like a glove. So yeah, so that's my Cold War, or actually it's World War Two. So when I was doing a bit of checking and a bit of research about the old Bulgarians and the whole World War Two. They were a bit like the Italians. They switched sides halfway through, but these were in use all the way up until the 80s and even 90s. But yeah, so that was a gift from Stan. Um, I have some other bits and bobs actually. Where did I put them? Andrew, if you're still there. Andrew, are you in? Which can be my drinking hat for the evening. Andrew, kindly, because I have been talking to Andrew, and I'm along with Andrew. I plan on putting together an impression for a Polish soldier at the start of the war. Or sorry, not Andrew, but Andrew kindly, it's up there in the box actually. Andrew kindly gave me a Glengarry of the Argyll and Southern Highlanders. I believe I wore his drinking cap here actually one time. So that was a present that Andrew donated to the collection during the pre Christmas. But Jim Timber from Madness of Jim Timber's channel, we were chatting on email, which I do. I do try and answer all my emails. But I came up with an idea that I want to do an impression of the Polish soldiers at the start of the Second World War, because if you actually read the history, they were managing to hold the Germans until the Russians came at them from the other side. And they were doing a very good job of it until other outlets. But not many people know of. They know of the free Poles, we'll say, in the Air Force and the RAF and stuff like that when they were in England in the Battle of Britain. They know of the parachuting or the Polish involvement in the Market Garden operation and things like that. But not many people actually recognize what the Polish soldiers looked like at the start of the war. So that was me and Jim's idea that we're going to come up. Now it's going to be a long term project because the stuff is hard to get and it is expensive. But we're going to put together an impression of a Polish soldier at the start of the war. And Jim managed to find me one of the. It's a reproduction, but it's a uniform or a what's the word I'm looking for? It is a museum quality reproduction of the peak on it. It looks huge, but it's not actually that big. But it's an average sized peak. But for some reason, the camera is making it look huge and way out of proportion. But if you look at it, it's got this weird design on the top. It actually looks like a square, but it's not. It's actually this bit is actually longer than the other bits. Um, so yeah, but it is what we call a museum quality reproduction. Um, and if you are looking for reproduction, it would be a museum quality reproduction you would be looking for. But it's got all the correct stamps that it would have had and things like that. And the quality is good, proper leather, sweat strap or sweatband, and things like that. But yeah, he did tell me the actual correct name for it, and there's another stamp in there. Actually. He did actually tell me the correct name for it, but don't ask me to pronounce it because I don't speak Polish that good. Uh, that burglar lid is good. Is in good nick. Oh, the Belgian. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, you're right. The Belgian. I've got a 1942 pair of X by 30 Swedish military binos. Absolutely perfect and clear. Oh, very cool, Stan. That is class. Um, I know you have a thing for binoculars. You could nearly have a separate collection of binoculars. The Polski were very dead smart. Even British BD was meant to look smart. Yeah, exactly. They were very smart. The Russians had 250 German divisions to fight in the east or in the west. Yeah, like the Polish were holding their own. They were holding ground until um, the Russians came at them pretty much, and they had to divide their forces then between the two. Uh, if you annoy a Pole, you annoy Poland. Fact, yeah, exactly. They're very, 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 very. And given their Jews, they're very patriotic. Polski headgear is a smart scale of issue. I don't know actually. I don't. I'm still doing a bit of research on it and stuff like that, trying to find out a bit more about it. There was a their pilots were hot. They were hot. Um, it was a video that came out a few years back. Hurricane or a movie Hurricane was it called? The peak of that actually looks huge, but it's not. I don't know. Um, Hurricane was it called Hurricane? It was about Polish pilots during the Battle of Britain. According to the Polish friend at work, the Polish airmen in World War II flying in the RAF were very attractive to ladies with their manners and behaviour, and this didn't go down well with locals. No, well, you do come across accounts of that. Sorry, guys, I'm just going to have another bite here before it's too cold. Mm. You do come across accounts of locals um, getting peed off with soldiers that were billet in the area, as they used to say about the Americans, overpaid, oversexed, and over here. Um, there was a couple of race riots as well, I believe, around in certain areas of England. If Jake is still there, he'd probably know better than I would. But I know there was a few race riots as well as stuff in England between the Americans. At that stage, the American army was still segregated, guys. Don't forget that. Um, you had black only units or colored only units, and you had white only units. Um, so yeah, so you having a very different one, like having a Polish or Canadian baby Happened quite a lot. Yeah, I would believe so. The first ever I made in Airfix Spitfire painted. It was a Polish colour. The Czechs as well. I think the Czechs as well. Didn't they have a very famous fighter group or fighter squadron? Lots of Polish folk in my hometown. They've been living here for years, and there was an airfield here during the war, and loads of Poles were stationed here. Very cool. Currently reading on the 1922 Soviet-Polish War, the fact a war, Soviet foreign policy for the rest of prior. Yeah, exactly. The Poles are notorious, or the Polish are famous for holding the boundary of Europe, um, and it's a proud thing that they have. Is they they say themselves is that they held the border up from um, for crusades. Um, and if you actually read about their winged hussars, which was a special, or their winged knights, I can't remember which way they call them, um, a very, very famous part of Polish culture and very famous military unit. And when you actually read into more about them, vicious shower of guys as well. Yeah, American authorities attempted to install U.S. law in British villages. Didn't go down well. Yeah, I can. Well, that's like you'd think. Well, whatever about the Americans, but like you can't exactly go to other. Not looking at anyone in particular or any. You can't go to other places or other countries and expect them to be happy about it. Tell them that you're going to do it this way. Did that happen in Afghanistan? Maybe, possibly. Did it happen in Iraq? Possibly. History repeats itself, guys. History repeats itself. Oh yes, and Jim also sent me this kindly. I never even seen these before, and I wasn't expecting. It was just a little gift, an Osprey Commando pocket manual. So I'm going to be commando training myself, guys. This is going to be my New Year's resolution. I'm going to lose weight, um, because I feel like it, and I need to lose weight because I want to get back training and triathlons and stuff again. And I'm going to use the commando manual to do it. And I'm also, bit of good news, I have also secured holidays to go to the Living History UK Festival in the 8th, sorry, the 9th and 10th. I'm going over on the 8th, but the 9th and 10th of April in Cheltenham Open Air Museum. So look up that. I can. It's outside London. It's northwest of London. Chilton. That's the word. Open Air Museum. Go there. I will be there. COVID it doesn't go mental. Um, I was invited. I said to the lads, I'd try and get there if I could get there, and thankfully it looks like that I will get there. So I'll finally get to meet the likes of Jake, Simon, Steve from Living History UK. Hopefully, a few of you guys if you decide to turn up. But it sounds like a good. There, Jake is doing it there. Cheltenham. We'll go with Cheltenham. Um, so yeah, there's a Cold War event going on in Newmark Air Museum on the 31st of April and the 1st of May if you're interested. I won't be able to because I'll already have been at the Living History UK Festival at that stage. Now, the Living History UK Festival, guys, for those of you that have been to reenactment events, it's going to be, and it's been advertised and pushed that it's not going to be a banging school and lads on the batter all weekend and mock battles in the arena every now and again. There will be, it's an actual festival where you will learn stuff. So you will have very good groups that are there. I believe I'm helping out with admin because I don't actually have a group to fall into. So I'll probably just dress as off banner and go around and cause abuse and look for people's IDs and stuff and do a bit of admin for the lads to help them out. But it's geared towards to actually learn. So there will be different groups there. I think there's a Rhodesian group, there's a Napoleonic group, there's a tank group, I believe. There is the Bucks group there. There's another group there called the Poor Bloody Infantry. Um, I'm not sure what Cold War stuff they have, but it's basically about the British Army throughout the centuries. There will be lectures there as well, or talks. Simon has given a talk. Steve has given a talk. Pete Neal, who I haven't met, is he's tied up with the guys in Living History UK. He's doing a talk. Steve is doing a talk. There's a few of the lads doing the talks. But that's all on in April. April 8th and 9th. Sorry, yeah. Sorry, April 9th and 10th, because I'm going over on the 8th and I'm coming back on the 11th. But yeah, so I'm going to be there for 4 days. I'll be there for the full festival. Fingers crossed. But yeah, so that's the plan. So if you're local or if you're around there, Cheltenham, there, look at Jake's comment, how to actually pronounce it. Open Air Museum. I will be there. Fingers crossed. Jake will be there. Steve will be there from Living History UK. Simon will be there from Rifleman Moore channel. Pete Neal will be there. I do believe Pete Neal has a. I don't know if he's a YouTube channel, but he's tied up with the boys anyway. Jake has a YouTube channel and stuff as well. They'll all be there. So go down, meet the boys, have a laugh and a joke and a bit of crack. I'm not sure the prices. I'm not sure how much it is entry. If there's a 2 day ticket, if there's a 1 day ticket or whatever. I do believe you get a wristband, and you can just potter around and do whatever you want to do, and look at all the groups. Yeah, so that's what it is. Where have we gone? I'm going one on Sea Line. Oh, you're going on. Oh, you're going on Operation Sea Line. Okay, cool. Um, there really needs to be an event at. There is an event there, I think, isn't there? Oh, he has an answer there, I think. Does he? Need to visit Covington. Soviet Threat is the weekend after Living History View Festival UK. Oh, well, I can't make them all, guys. I can only make the odd one or two. I was hoping to get to War and Peace, but we'll wait and see. Oh, you're doing a talk. Okay, all right. Shouldn't leave my mouth full. But yeah. Actually, Jack, give Steve a text or a message and see if you want to jump on live for a while. Um, he doesn't have to come on live with me, but I mean, jump on the chat that he can talk about the festival there because he'd know better than I would. Um, yeah, so Jake is doing a talk there as well. So there are actually going to be historical presentations as well. It's not just going to be a get drunk and have a party. There probably will be a bit of that too, though. But I will not be participating in the drunken madness. Yeah. So, right, guys, it's 8:30. So, does anyone have any questions or any queries or anything they want to ask me, or before we go at 9 o'clock? Because I always leave the floor open to you. You had, but now you have my curiosity, but now you have my temper passion. I may join you for up banner. I'll have to check my college schedule. Well, I'm not. I'm not actually bringing a group there. I'm not. I'm sort of going as a just to get over pretty much and have a laugh and a joke. I'm not actually bringing a group. I'm just going to dress as a soldier from up banner and help the boys out. But if you're more than welcome. I'm not sure what the policy is on guys coming to the festival dressed up, but if you're around Kenny, you're more than welcome to come over and give me a chat if you're there at the festival. I have no issue with that. So, guys, if you are at the festival and you do see me wandering around the place, um, you're more than welcome to come. But yeah, Kenny, I have no hassle in finding around, meeting you if you're there. Oh, sorry, that's Podrick. Where am I going, Kenny? That's Podrick. Podrick, yeah, you're Ireland. So, I mean, um, yeah, I don't know. Give Jake a bell there and see what's the story about going over. Maybe I'm not going over with part of a group or anything like that. I'm going over by myself. Um, New. I'm sure. Probably Jake and some of the boys. Uh, I'm sure Jake and some of the boys wouldn't mind you turning up in kit, like if you want to come over for a few days or whatever. The new guard tour used the old Rod Busby Bloodhound missile pads to set up a catapult on the top of. Oh, that's very interesting. I know Jake and the boys used to go to that festival, that Soviet threat show, but I haven't been there. Um, I've dropped him a message. He's on shift at the minute, or maybe okay. Well, sure. Look, it is what it is. We'll try to get there if I can. There's no hassle, lads. If you can, look. All I'm just telling you is what's happening or where I will be. I should make it. It should make it easier to kill Kenny. Yeah, lads. I don't actually physically want you to be chasing Kenny um, around the Living History Festival trying to kill him. It would be quite funny though, actually, if we had him in like a Mac with the hoop and the whole that way, him running around the place and everyone trying to be a bit of like, where's Wally competition? Where's Kenny? It would be funny. Sorry, guys, again, but I do need to eat. This is not a sponsored video for anyone, but yeah, go check out if any of you are on TikTok. I'm not really, but if you're on TikTok, go check out those boys. Living History UK's videos. They're on YouTube as well. Go onto Spotify, look up their podcast. I did episode 10. It is the best one, if you ask me, of the entire podcast. I have listened to them all. I haven't. I'm still trying to finish the last one. But I have listened to them all. They're very good, very information, very good guys. Uh, so, yeah. So, very good. Um, I'm impulsive to all attacks. Uh, was a good year for Defence Force kit for me too. Picked up a few items hard to find. Got a pair of Irish Army boots made by JCB and a woolly pulley with the pocket. Those JCB boots were brutal. Soles used to fall off them. They were horrible. But the Irish Army suffered with boots for a long time before they actually got it right. You knock yourself out there. I knocked myself out? Why am I going to knock myself out? Club Art Zero can't get that here in London History 77. No, it's not. That's Coca Cola Zero. If anyone does World War II British BF, we are in need of a few more bodies for the festival, guys. Talk to Andrew if he's still floating around there. He does off banner stuff. He's a jock, and he is part of a group. Actually, I have a sticker on the front of my computer. I'm an honorary member. Where is it? Excuse me. The combined forces living history group. Um, but they do off banner stuff, and they do. I think they do a Second World War as well. So yeah, give Andrew a ring there. He might be or a message. He might be able to help you out. Uh, where will he be gone? Did the glass heads arrive? They haven't arrived yet. Actually, the post has been mental. We did order them off Wish, so they could be here in 7 months' time. But I did order them. I do actually have it. I did take your advice. I do actually have it taken down, and it is put away. And the helmet is actually over there on a video that will be coming up at the weekend. So there you go. So I did actually take your advice. Um, an Irish used M4 was also got. How did you manage to get one of them? I thought they were all crushed. Oh, well, fair enough. Yes, a small part of the boot is starting to fall off. Yeah, they have a tendency to do that. Like Keith Richards, Kenny, is in the country. Yeah, he is. Got one lad that has BEF at the moment. Well, Andrew, give Jake a bell and he'll be able to. He might be able to work out something there if you're looking for lads. Thunderman, evening. How are you, Stan? I also got a DDR Air Force and East German Air Force pair of Pfizer caps. I actually did a deal during the week with a guy. I must get him send him a message for French Army Algerian War kepes. So hopefully I can finish that deal and we'll see what happens. I'm in an airsoft team with a load of ex-Royal Marines called Combined Operations Group. Oh, cool. Very good. Um, yeah, Andrew sort of helped me out with some stuff before. Um, and I sort of got made an honorary member of his group. So that's where we stand at the minute. Why am I only getting a load of messages off you now? Stan, yes, I will be online tonight, Stan. Thank you. Um, so there we go. Uh, where have I gone? Size 12 boots are about six too big. They're about size six sizes too big for me, but good enough condition to display. Yeah, exactly. The Irish Army boots were always crap. I knocked out Chuck Norris when I was in nursery. Kenny's on war mode. Awesome Andrew dropped me a message via Facebook. Did you do you hold hands? Do you hold hands? I'm not sure what that means. Or who's that? Who's that? Andrew. Oh, Kenny. Uh, Andrew will do, yeah. Kenny. Boys are having a conversation between themselves. And I'm going to have another bite of my dinner. Do you ever notice when you're trying to eat something, it takes longer for you to chew than it normally would? Yeah. I'm just gone mad, maybe. My Irish Army boots are size 13. Um, the Irish Army, with the best Army boots, or Irish Army back in my day, if you could get a hold of them, was made by a company called Blackthorn. Um, they used to, I believe they still do make like Englishmen's gentlemen's shoes and stuff like that. Blackthorn they were called, and they were the best boots to get if you could get your hands on them. And we had another pair of boots. I can't remember what they were called. The makers of them, we called them banana boots. And if you even looked at water when you were wearing these things, the soles would fall off them. You had the JCB boots as well, which were fairly brutal, if you ask me. The best issue set of boots that I possibly ever had when I was in the army would have to have been Blackthorns. And I used to always try and get them whenever I needed to get a new pair of boots. I used to always ask the storeman, is there any chance he had Blackthorns? Because the others were brutal. Meant for giants, they're meant for giants. The Irish Army's one size fits all. Is there a upholstery group here in the UK? That no, I don't know. I have played against a Polish squad down Goodleff. I was waiting on a camera stand and a few items, but I hope to make a video or two on Defence Forces in op banner display. Oh, cool, Kenny. Kenny, you or Patrick, do you have a YouTube channel? If you do, send me a link and I'll subscribe. White Eagles, I think. I don't know about groups. I only know a handful of groups. I only know of a handful of groups in the UK. I wouldn't know all the groups in the UK. Infantry always end up talking about boots. Yeah, well, we spend a lot of our time on our feet. But yeah, the issue boots were actually crap. I don't even know if I have my ones. Where they are. I do have my private purchase ones that I wore for my entire career nearly. Fantastic boots called Mendel Pros, Mendel Army Pros. They're high and it take a while to get used to the heightness on them, but when you do get used to the height, they're fine. They're fantastic boots. They're a great boot, actually, if you ask me. Why when I'm in here again now does my sinuses start to bother me? And I did dust in here. I'm just looking to see can I spot any. I did dust in here the other day, but I did move stuff around as well. I moved boxes and stuff, so that could be what brought the dust up. Find my storage facility, all my boxes because we will be moving out of here shortly, and I'm trying to figure out what I want to do because my cave war room 3.0 is almost finished, but it's not quite finished at the minute, and it could take a couple of weeks to do. And I don't want to stop the live streams, and I don't want to stop the videos. So all this stuff has to be moved out of here, um, to go to the new room because they're going this direction next when they're doing the work with the houses and stuff. So I'm trying to figure out what the bloody hell am I going to do with the war room while the work is being done. But we will get there. We'll figure it out. RAF always talk about Fortum and what have we got? RAF always talk about Fortune and Macy ration packs. Yeah, and where their hotel is, um, with the air conditioning. No videos on it yet. Was hoping to do a video on our local RIC barracks, but setback has occurred as the owner passed away. Oh no, sorry to hear that. I hope the new owner. I hope you get allowed to do it. Best boots I ever had were Matterhorns. Bought them in a PX store in Germany. Yes, Matterhorns were good as well. I did have a pair of Matterhorns at one stage. Best boots I had were Repo Italian Medlo 12s for my Royal Army stuff. Yeah, I either had Matterhorn. The only boots I ever private purchased. I bought the Matterhorns because I could get away with wearing them in barracks, whereas you couldn't get away with wearing the Mental Pros in barracks. But from a glance, you could get away with the Matterhorns on barracks. They were the only two private purchase boots I ever bought. Best boots. Oh, sorry. I'll subscribe anyway, Podrick. Yeah, exactly. Everyone go subscribe to Podrick's channel and get him started off on his road to madness like the rest of us. Oh, yeah. Um, where are we going? My box bedroom is going to be a library for my books and home to a big wardrobe for my missus. This gives me more loft room for helmets and binoculars. See, Stan, where there's a will, there's a way. It was either that, like we were talking about building an extension, and I can still see you ending up with the extension in a few years' time. But at least you're going in the right direction. I'm using some American Austrian boots as a stand-in for my Bundy kit until I can find some Bundeswehr ones. I put some hiking insoles in them, and they're comfy. That's Kenny. Give Dave wherever he is. He's there. Yeah, give Dave a shout about boots. Um, he can tell you the best thing to do about the boots. Um, although Bundeswehr stuff, I'm not sure with Bundeswehr stuff how he fares with Bundeswehr stuff. I have Austrian boots from my Bundeswehr stuff, and the only difference between the Bundeswehr and the Austrian Bundeswehr is the soles. And unless somebody is actually looking at the sole, you can't really tell the difference which is which. Um, where have we gone? Inside barracks, Soviet soldiers wore sandals. Nobody used monkey floor. Nobody likes monkey floors. Cheers, Stan. um, used RAF pilot boots pinched from the Gloshkin store. Really comfy when patrolling the airfields. Oh, that's right. You were a snowdrop, Nick, weren't you? If I remember correctly, were you a snowdrop? Always use sports insoles in your boots. Saves. Yeah, Solbatane. Get Solbatane insoles if you're going to be doing any massive work in your boots. Road trip planned for Friday next week. Bunch of us are going to Scanfish shop for a browse. My wallet is scared already. Oh, if you come across anything interesting, NJ, let me know. Podrick, current number 3 subscriber. Is your channel name Podrick? Let's have a look at that now as well. Bungee boots are a fave of. Made a lot of late 80s British Army. Yeah, you do see an awful lot pop up in Northern Ireland as well. You see an awful lot of guys wearing either American black jungle boots because they used to buy them in Germany and stuff like that. Um, or you see an awful lot of guys wearing German boots in this, especially early 80s. You see an awful lot of that. Um, you actually see an awful lot of guys, especially the Marines and mostly the Marines because they did an awful lot of Arctic training. But you see an awful lot of them wearing private purchase hiking boots in the Falklands. Not so much the Paras, but definitely the Marines. You see them. Uh, where have we gone? Yep. Are you coming over by yourself, John? If you are, welcome. Crash at mine. If you need to, if you, I think Steve is sorting out accommodation for me. I will be coming over on my own. Um, so I don't mind. Yeah. We'll definitely meet up and we'll talk before then anyway. But I will be coming up. But I think Steve is sorting out accommodation for me somewhere. I worked at Rock Barracks at RAF. Oh, you were, yes, Nick. Sorry, I missed the Rick. Nick was a snowdrop. Yes, Podrick. Yippee. Are you coming over and answer that one? I worked at Rock Barracks at RAF Woodbridge. Ran the bars. Had some top bands. 22 air assault. Oh, okay. Uh, Andrew Johnson. The Centre of British Army Surplus. I take it you've been down in the storeroom. If not, go downstairs. Amazing. Lads, you have me tempted now to go somewhere. Been a few times, never left without a bag of full of goodies. Very cool, Andrew. It's a big place, is it? Military man, hello. Long time no see. How are things, military man? The Northern Ireland Patrol boot. No, that's a coveted item. Thought I had a pair till Rifleman Moore spoiled my dream. There's two variants. There are two variants. I know there are two variants. There's one with a toe cap on it, and there's one that Rifleman Moore showed that the sole perishes in them. The second one was an upgrade from the first one because obviously the soles were crap at them and used to deteriorate. So there is a second version of the specific Northern Ireland patrol boot. Um, and you do see them pop up every now and again on eBay. Now, it's a grey area. Some guys say that they didn't happen. Some guys say they did happen. That they were classified as Northern Ireland patrol boots. Um, from my research into it and from my understanding into it, it's literally when you went, like one tour would get this issue boot or the what's known as the Northern Ireland patrol boot, and the following tour would be given the opposite boot. If you get me, it literally depended whenever it happened. Um, my uncle was a snowdrop. Uh, if any of you don't know what a snowdrop is RAF policeman is a snowdrop, and a British military policeman is known as cherryberry, or what we used to call cherry berries. Um, David, hi, how are you, military man? Good, not bad, thanks. Exactly, you're more than welcome. I haven't seen you in a long time. Well, fair play to you. Patrol boats run for the hills. Yeah, or run screaming. They were bad. I've been to the centre of British shop twice, but I've spent hundreds online. Um, See, that's dangerous for me. You're tempting me now, guys, to go look them up this evening. Centre of British. What I am in the market for, if anyone does come across them, I've only one pair of short putties. Before you could pick them up for simple money everywhere. I can't freaking find them now. I can find long ones, or people have stitched short ones to make a long one. But I can't find the short ones anymore. I have one set, and I was looking for a spare set. Best eBay seller I know, stand. I must look him up, guys. Got anything new in my collection? I do have some new stuff. This is new. This is a German. Oh, sorry, German. Jesus, don't go there. Polish, World War Two. At the start of the war. Cap. Enlistment's cap. Unusual style. I think it's quite nice. It is quite warm, actually. So I got this. That was my Polish cap. Stan kindly gave me a Bulgarian M36, if I'm right. Yeah, M36C World War II helmet from the Bulgarians. So there is a video coming up on this. There's a video coming up on a mannequin. This is coming up on a video, an in-depth video. This is an in-depth video. That's an in-depth video. We have been planning stuff and we are doing stuff. Yes. So this is my new drinking helmet. Fits me like a glove. Stan gets very upset because he's got a big head and he can't fit into anything. MPs are known by lots of names. Yes, they are. Lots of names. I got a spare pair, Jake. Oh, you have a spare pair. Perfect, Jake. I'll cross your palm with silver when I get over in April. That's where I got my 2 World War II dated Swiss tunics from. One that I converted into a German World War II one. Oh, I must have a look at them. So, Central, what do they call it? Central of England surplus or something. He's called Skillfish on eBay. DMS boots and putties are historic artifacts, though. They are. I do actually have a DP. I have a. Where are they? I was lucky. I actually got a brand new pair of DMS boots. Sorry, guys, I'm taking off the helmet. Bugger me. But thanks, Stan, for the helmet. But I got a pair of DMS boots in my size, but they're brand new. They've never been worn. Which is fantastic. But I also got the coveted. If I can get it out now. Ugh. Insoles. Issue with insoles with them. So yeah, I'm very happy with these. I do need to start breaking these in though, because I will be wearing these in England for the History Festival. I will be wearing these because I'm going to do like early 80s off banner for when I'm just dressing up. Now these are an S. I could really do with an M, but they'll do. They'll do. We'll see. But I need to start breaking them in. Oh God, where have we got? I'm flying past a load of comments. They almost look similar to the Irish boots. Mainland and lads were not happy about them pairing in the ranks. Failed to price the West. No worries there, but I will have to get on to you. Okay, no panic, buddy. Small feet and stature does my wallet and eyes wonder. Yeah. I know sometimes sizes can be very like I'm in between a 34 and a 36 waist pants, which and I had awful massive trouble trying to find a pair of lightweights in my size because they're either too small or too bloody big. So yeah, so it's an ongoing battle. New channel name for me. Turn a pet stand. Our cadet captain always made us wear putty. They sucked. I must actually. I was asked one time to do a video on it, and I will do a video on it. How the correct word, tricks of wearing the putty. Some guys would actually just wear the putty, and then they would blouse their pants. They would get a rubber band and just blouse their pants over the top of the putty. Some guys would. There was lots of different ways of doing it. I'll go into it someday. I also sent you a link on fairly good price short putties. Perfect, Jake. Thanks very much. David Shredded Wheat. I remember Potter from. I remember putties from the Army Cadets. Yeah, putties are fine. The long ones, when you're putting on the First World War ones, are a nuisance. And the thing about putties as well, lads, is to always keep them on the same foot. So if you're putting your putty, if you start off wearing a putty on your left leg, mark it L on right, because it will actually, believe it or not, it will actually mold to that leg, and it gives it a better fit. Just a useless piece of trivia for you. Wear them in the bat. I did that with my DMS boots. My missus went mental. But my boots are now comfy. Yeah, I need to dub them. I need to dub them or even milk oil them to crap to try and soften them up a bit. But I will. Insoles that eat the soles of your feet. Yeah, exactly. I will be changing them out, but it is nice to have the actual issue ones. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but the prices of large uniforms will kill me. Yeah, exactly. Uh, Black rubber marks. Yeah, those DMS boots are lethal for leaving marks on floors. Uh, I'm still looking for a DDR M56 helmet in size 60-61. Bloody no chance, I reckon. You're a welder. Could you not get two of them and like weld them together and mix it up? What would you need? By maybe 6 inches, 6 or 7 inches of a strip down the center, and then just weld the two sides together again. I'm joking, Stan. Stan now going to send me a message. You know why? Eating the head off me. I'm only joking, Stan. But yeah, 4 inch strip down the center and just weld the two sides back together should work. But sorry, I do have a dark, weird sense of humor. Stan's part Irish anyway. He knows I'm only taking the proverbial. Snowflakes, get back in your boxes, please. I know we're lucky actually. Well, much I'll jinx myself. We haven't had any knobheads in a while. Some of the worst books of Soldier 5, which souls with the lifespan of a month. Yeah, I've heard that actually. The assault boot. Was there one called the assault boot? That was a very bad boot as well, apparently. But I was very lucky. Like I have the in my size the what's it called? Combat boot high. In my size, brand new as well, never worn. Um, so they're slowly broken, but I do have a broken in pair as well that I wear from time to time. I'm just trying to check the size of this. These are actually a bigger size than the other one. It doesn't matter. Socks. But some lunatic completely cut the tongue. Because this should be a joint tongue. Now it looks like it was a soldier's job, and I reckon it was a soldier that did it. But this should be a joint tongue. The tongue should be connected all the way to the top of the boot. But I'd say he did it out of convenience. And cut the tongue the whole way down to the end of the boot. So I need to give that a bit of a tidy and clean up. And be another good pair of boots to wear. Where are we going? Kenny Rebel, yeah, I've got him saved as a seller. I'll check him out. Okay, cool. If you want the size liner rather than the adjustable liner, you will have a historic mission to undertake, Stan. Yeah, I was lucky in the helmet I got actually. Um, Top bloke Thorsten, I will get the grinder and welding kit out tomorrow. Yeah, it should work. Don't see why not. He got new helmets listed, Stan. Just having a look there. They saw that we did to. They saw what we did to Kenny. Where did that go? They saw the. Where have we gone? They saw what we did to Kenny. They gave us a wide berth, exactly. You want grinders then? Oh, don't go there, lads. Stop. Stop. Please. Speaking of snow, hands are freezing fixing fences. Then me sheep decided to go on a tour of my neighbour's land. That's the worst thing about farming. You'll always find gaps somewhere. That after that one, Kenny. Um, the adjustable would be fine, but I find a lot of Warsaw pack helmets seem to be 57 centimeters, where people similar structure due to diet. Excuse me. Are you saying that us people with 57 centimeter heads are just we're skinny? Because if you are, thank you very much. I have a 57 head, so I find it very, very easy to get hats and helmets. Sorry, Stan. Thorsten is the Glasses Tokel. He is Gonslin. The model has 3 shell size. I will check him out again. Yeah, guys. So it's 9 o'clock. I said I would only stay till around 9, but I'm going to give it an extra 5 minutes because it was a bit late. So, as usual, for the last 5 minutes, if any of you have any questions, queries, or problems, throw them at me and we will see what's happening. 58 head. Genesee. I was actually, I was, I don't know if many of you know, but I with work, I do night shifts occasionally. And I was trying to find Deutschland to download it, and I can't find anywhere to download it. But we'll have to look again if the cap fits. It's German for comrade. 62 stands, feel your pain. Big old melon head. Then I've got a bleeding large. You have a fantastically well preserved melon that's encasing that huge brain of yours that has a load of information in it, Stan. So that's why you find it so hard to wear hats and get headdress and stuff. But I would stick with that excuse. I'm sorry Jim wasn't in tonight, but I know he'll probably rewatch the video. But thanks Jim for the hat. Thanks guys for all the Christmas gifts that you sent, especially Stan and the helmet. He literally just sent me a message one day. He goes, "Do you want a Bulgarian helmet? I have an extra one. Do you want it?" I was like, going, "Yeah, I'll take it." So yeah, so there's my Bulgarian helmet. Can you get all 4 app? John Deutschland is on there. App 4 app. Is that channel 4 app? I'll have a look. I probably could. Extenders, yeah, it's look 57. Fits perfect. But I really upset him now altogether. I put on a different helmet. Ugh. Original American World War II. Fits perfect. I actually do need to do a video on this. People have been asking me to do a video on this. This is my restored original shell and liner M1 for World War II. I don't know if you can see the mark. It's very faint, but the mark is actually late war. So we'll do a video on this for you guys, if any of you want. The World War II British collection is coming along fantastically. We're almost complete together. I just need to get the bloody uniform. And I'm planning on getting my uniform off Panther Store. So at the moment, it is saving my pennies to try and manage to afford the uniform, because the Panther Store are quite expensive, but from everyone that I've talked to, they are the best to go with. So, 57 and proud. My brother has this a size 60. Sweet, just full of brain. Yes, all that history stored in your noodle. Exactly, Stan. Look at it that way. You have a smart brain. How was the World War II collection? I just answered that one. Small head git, nice lead. That's probably why I never got kicked out for all of the years of playing rugby. Thick head. Exactly, that's it. It protects that massive brain of yours. Yeah, so that's my original World War II M1 helmet that we will be doing on a video, and liner, I should say, actually. Oh. Yes, I have to get on to you about Wednesday is my day of finances. When I sort out everything, and I'll get on to you then, Dave. I know you have stuff holding. Yeah, I know you're holding on stuff for me, so we'll get it sorted. Right, guys. So let's. I have to go. 9 o'clock. I promised I'd be off by 9 o'clock. Um. So as I said, you're more than welcome, guys, to drop me an email. You're more than welcome to get in contact with me. As I said, I don't expect guys to send me Christmas gifts. I don't expect guys to send me anything. But if you do have an item that you want to send me to do a video on, and I will return it to you, that's perfect. If you want to donate an item to the collection, that's also perfect. I have no issue with that. The email to get in contact with me will always be on top of the video descriptions. So you're more than welcome, guys, to send me an email, and who knows how things go. John, come in the woman's short. Oh, this? You want me to come in this? I could wear that. I could wear that for the military festival, couldn't I? That's a Greenfinch's uniform. So yeah, guys. So as I said, I will talk to you all again next Friday. Christmas is over. New Year. Everything. Hopefully, everything will be good. Get everything sorted. Videos will be up over the weekend. I'm sorry, but I'm going to be bombarding you with videos this weekend because I need to catch up on stuff. And we will there go. What Price Glory in the US if I buy them in there, or What Price Glory Central Europe is where I'm actually getting the uniforms, guys. So there you go. So boys, have a good one. Stay safe, and I will see you all next week.